Random X Entertainment says best podcast I've seen from any community. Enjoyed it very much. Hope we have more videos. Well, you do. Here's the second one.
One of us. That's one of us who said that, isn't it? Surely.
Hey, hello and welcome everyone to the Gamer Hive podcast, episode 2. We are your hosts. I am LilPhantom. We have Shady, who's to my left. We've got Neville, who's above me, and then we have Dash, who's over in this corner here.
Welcome everybody.
Yo.
You guys all good?
Pretty good, man. For sure.
Sure, definitely.
Yes. Busy day.
You know what? Yes, for me it has. For me it has. It's been a horrible day for me.
Horrible, even.
Yeah. I'm only supposed to be doing 4 hours work. It turned into 6.
Did everybody hear the thunder the other night?
No.
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 No, just me.
Just you. Just you.
So did it actually thunder or not?
Oh,
think it
that's a
did.
good question.
I don't think it did.
I mean, I'm way down south from you guys, so.
Oh, it set everybody's car alarms off where I live. That's
fair
how
enough.
loud. That's how loud it was.
Wow.
I live at the other end of the water, so I'm not sure if we can hear this.
So the first thing I have on our list to do is read some of the comments and feedback from our first podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys actually saw some of the comments on the YouTube video on podcast 1.
For sure.
But
I don't think I did.
from what I've seen, everything seems to be quite positive. We've got someone called Silent Hell. Says Neville with cheeky voice, Shady and the rest got the right voice. Good job, guys. So Neville, apparently you're cheeky.
Okay.
Abs says Ninja Abdullah is also from Afghanistan. Lol, he's my bestie. With some love hearts.
Oh, is that from Abbas?
Yeah, Abbas Khan.
Yep.
Random X Entertainment says best podcast I've seen from any community. Enjoyed it very much. Hope we have more videos. Well, you do. Here's the second one.
One of us. That's one of us who said that, isn't it? Surely.
Random X Entertainment.
No. It wasn't.
Who's that got to be then? Yeti Hunter says well played, lads.
That is the system.
The system.
The system is back.
Night of Madness says this is awesome. John Price, love hearts.
Share the love.
Abasa Khan again saying great job, guys. And Renzo with falling in love emoji face.
Awesome.
They're the only ones on our YouTube channel, but I know we've had many in Discord saying that they loved it. Yeah, I think we've done a good job, guys.
So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for the first one. I thought we managed to muddle our way through, didn't we, without too many hiccups.
Oh, indeed. The one thing I saw comment in the Discord was talking about how our little jokes all the way through, how they love that, and just the banter and the humour just going on. So
I'm in a bad mood this week, though, so I don't know if I can be bothered for any jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I can't get my eyes open.
Dash, what are we gonna do with your dad joke at the end?
Has anyone got any matchsticks so I can stick in my eyelids?
I got a pair of scissors.
They'll do. Pass them here.
Yeah.
Where you are?
Oh man.
Bisto.
So I think if things are working, I hope they are, that we are live on Twitch, are we? I can't check on my.
According to my phone, I don't know if it's keeping up to time. We're still on the
Loading stream starting soon.
Yeah.
I see the same, but I'm For as far as I can see, we should be live. I see the preview with the 4 of us.
So, are we actually taping this?
Yes, I'm recording it, and I just saw what you did as a.
So if we overcome our technical difficulties, then we might be on screen, and if not, we'll have to publish it on YouTube.
Oh.
Yep.
Neville, cut it out. Oh man. So yeah. Have you clicked the scene?
Yep. I did.
I have no idea what
Same
to
here.
suggest.
I'm trying some different stuff.
Well, if this isn't working on
Shall
Twitch,
we
we'll
just
try and get it fixed for the next one. But
Let's just talk amongst ourselves and
Yeah.
put a little bit of time pressure on Shady to
Yeah.
get this, things working.
yeah.
Shady.
Shady, shady.
The good thing is though is I believe people are reacting in the chat, so I might think they can hear us.
I can only.
I don't see any chat.
My phone's only showing Shady talking.
Oh, that's awesome.
But
Jesus Christ.
as I said, if we can't get the stream working, there's no worry. We can get it working for the next one. But they will have it on YouTube very soon. So.
Yeah.
So, what's has anybody tried the new what's that new game just come out? Or is it out tomorrow?
Division 2.
Candy Crush
Yes,
6?
that's the one.
I was going to say, is it Og on the Bog?
So Dash, you have that, right?
I do.
Tell us. What's your thoughts? What's your review?
I think Shady's put more time in than me. I played Division 1. That was, I think, I remember that being labelled as the Destiny killer, wasn't it, when it first came out?
Can you tell people the story about me and you when we were playing that together?
Yeah. We never already had the Division, and I was, I think I had it 2 or 3 days later. And you've got to do, I think, the initial mission you've got to do before you go to Manhattan, before you go to New York.
All right.
And this was quite late, and the mission is quite difficult when you're under-leveled. The boss fight at the end
On
of
the
the
roof.
first mission is an absolute nightmare if you're not leveled enough to do it. And I think I was on maybe an hour and a half. And Neville says, "I'll wait for you at the pier to load in, and we'll start doing the game. We'll start playing the game." And he went quiet for a little while. Then I was talking away to him all the time while I'm doing this, and he just stopped responding. And then all I heard was he'd fell
No
asleep
way.
in his chair. with
No.
his headphones still on.
No.
Joystick in his hand, no doubt, I bet. Snoozing away whilst I'm trying to do that. In the end, I just had to kick him out of the party chat. I think.
Oh
We were in
dear.
and cracking
But
with it.
you thought I was just
Rob,
like joking,
I
didn't
was
you?
trying to wake him up.
And I
on-
actually fell asleep.
So someone told me Division 1 was quite bad.
It was.
Thank you,
It
Renzo.
was. It was a little bit of a bit of a letdown when it first came out. It had so much promise. It's got
Yeah.
a lot of heavy RPG style elements in terms of the gear and the loot and the upgrades and the perks and things like that you get. But the game just didn't have any depth to it. But the developers, all credit to them, brought out an update. I can't remember what the update was, but it really transformed the game. It brought lots of players back to the game,
Oh,
and
nice.
it really added depth to the end game. So it became very, very popular, and it really corrected quickly a lot of the stuff that people were criticizing. So the Division 2, everybody's got high hopes because they've already been through their troubles and their criticism, and they've reacted to it positively on the first game. So people are hoping that the second game begins with that.
Yeah.
And so far, so good. The beta was well received, I think, from whoever played it. I only played a couple of hours because I was keen to enjoy the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was
without
away
any
during the
pre-
beta.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad thing. Betas are good to sort of tie. If you're excited to play a game, then that's brilliant. But I wanted to go in and experience the game properly. But I've only
Yeah.
done. I did enough to unlock the clan feature
Oh, really?
with Killer Candy and ShadiKiller.
That's
We
It was pretty fun though. I really like the game. Man.
We did quite a few of the earlier missions. We did 3 early missions, and we did a few side missions, and
Yeah.
there's just so much involved in the game. I think we need to have a bit of an explore, and then we need to talk about it in a lot more detail on our next episode, I guess, and see if we can bring in an expert, perhaps.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty good
because
people
there's
there,
so much. The clan function itself is excellent. In terms of the customization, the leveling system, the cooperation that's needed within the game is excellent. But it's so vast. I haven't even scratched the surface of what's to do and what isn't to do. And
I believe I have done like 0.1%, something like that.
Right.
Wow.
So that's
nothing.
But
I only got a level 5, I think, or level 5 or 6 I'm on currently, and I think we've got a member in the Discord who is managed to scrape up to level 19 or 20.
Oh,
so
wow.
He must be no life.
If I'm right in saying Division 2 is set in DC, around the White House.
The White House is your base. That's your operational base.
Yes. Is it something to do with rebuilding it? Am I right? Or...
Yeah. What you do is you do missions and you upgrade. So I think you add in different. You recruit people who can allow you to get more perks. Shady, what else can you do at the White House? I can't remember. There's a clan function at the White House.
Yeah, you have a clan section, but you can also mod your weapons, craft stuff for your weapons, your gear. It's like indeed your base of operations, and you can upgrade stuff along the way. That's pretty cool.
So what's the weapons like this time round? Have they got more punch in them?
They have the gunplay is very similar. Some of the bosses are still quite bullet spongy, in terms of you have to fire about 1,000 bullets into the guy who's wearing a baseball cap and a hoodie to kill him. But a lot of the ads on this one have body armor on, and what you actually see is you're shooting them, you see that bits of that body armor's coming off, so it makes things a little bit more. The realism's a little better than it was in the first one, but it's still depending on the weapon, you can do one shot. A lot of them, just the standard enemies you can one shot if you've got a sniper. Do you know what I mean? So it does make it more realistic.
I've got a tip for you. Apparently, I watched a video where you can shoot the bullets off the enemy. So when you shoot the bullets off them, or you shoot the guns out of the hands, you have to reload. So that gives you a chance to get some shots in as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can force them to reload guns all the time by shooting the guns out the hands and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I didn't.
Is that a bug, or is that supposed to be part of the game?
No. If you can shoot parts of the body, you can shoot reserve bullets or the belts or whatever. So they literally have to, or they run out of bullets.
That's a really nice mechanic.
So little details like that I watched, which you can do, which helps you give you them vital few minutes to get some more damage in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So yeah, you can force them to reload guns and everything.
Nice.
Awesome.
We've got who's our channel manager, who's trying to balance personal life. He's just had a new baby.
Who's that? Sorry.
Trying to promote the game and the system.
Oh, system. Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to balance his babysitting because he's got a brand new baby, but it's only a few weeks old. That's trying to sort of grind on the game.
You're lagging out a little.
Yeah, same here. I'm doing a quick question though on the Twitch. If this not working, I'm gonna stop the stream, and this might speed up the connection stuff.
So I can see that the Twitch is now on the 4 panels, the 4 camera things, but it is lagging a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's up to you, Shady. It's your call, mate.
I'm not sure though. I'm stopping some stuff here in the background.
Neville, are you able to lift your mic up just a tiny bit as well? Not so it's closer to your mouth, just like a... Yeah, cool.
What was that doing like?
It picks up, so you know, like if you say like the letter S, it kind of like you get like a high pitched sound from it. It picks up that.
Right.
Does that make sense?
So do I say words without S in it?
If you could, yeah. From now on, for the rest of the podcast.
Try it,
yeah. So a slight move on. So a cool idea I saw in a video the other day, and I wanted to try and do it in this podcast. If you guys were to set like, so you know how you would set yourself a New Year resolution. If you were to set yourself kind of a resolution, but within gaming, what would your resolution be? So like, if you wanted to try more single player games, or like try and complete more games this year, kind of thing, compared to what you did last year. Does that make sense?
I still need to complete Resident Evil 2.
Okay. That you'd have that as one of your resolutions for this year?
Well, I try and every day I'm thinking I need to finish that game, but because online games are so addictive,
yeah,
kind of story-based games now kind of in the back drawer with me now. I get bored with them quite easily.
Yeah.
Any exceptions? There's one exception, isn't there, for a story-based game? Gotta be The Last of Us.
Oh, The Last of Us.
One of the most amazing stories of any game that I've ever played.
That's all I'm waiting for.
That's a good example of a game that you have an emotional reaction to, isn't it? Can you think of an emotional reaction to something that's happened in game? The story's been that good, or the voice acting has been that good, or the emotion.
Has to be The Last of Us, the first one.
Yeah, definitely.
The intro.
I really can't wait for the second one.
Right.
I'm stopping stream, guys, because this is really terrible.
I personally, I think for me, one of my resolutions for gaming would be to do more story-driven games. I love story-driven games, but there's been quite a few like the Telltale games where I've started them and just not completed them. I think
like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones was one as well, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Game of Thrones, Minecraft, The Walking Dead, quite a few. I think last year the only story-driven game I completed was Subnautica. The second Subnautica, Sub-Zero, has come out this year, and it's in beta on PC. And I got, obviously, as soon as it finishes its beta, it's going to come out on console. But I think for me, it's got to be story-driven games. So trying to complete as many as I can this year.
As many as you can.
I guess mine would be to somehow try to find some more time to fit different games in. When you have such a limited window to play games, especially with games like The Division or Destiny, you really need to put the time into those games to get anything back from them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So whilst you're doing that, it means you're not playing other games that are coming out, and you almost have to sacrifice something for something else. But the risk you do is you fall behind.
Mm-hmm.
And you fall behind with all your clan mates and all your team members and things like that are way ahead of you. You know, look at I think Knight has similar problems when he's playing Destiny. He's quite far behind a lot of the other people in the content. So when you're trying to team up, you're hoping somebody's willing to stop what they're doing and their progression to help people catch up and things like that.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to play God of War Dash?
Not yet.
What a class game that is like.
I've heard that it's really good. I've heard the reviews are excellent. You know, it's one of the best single player. I think that's what made people realize that single player campaign games still had their own place in the market, didn't they?
Yeah. I used to love playing the Call of Duty one. I used to play the campaign and go on to multiplayer.
Yeah, same. I always preferred the campaigns over the I never really played multiplayer campaigns until which Modern Warfare was it? It might not have even been a Modern Warfare. It might have been Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Well, I first started playing properly on the multiplayer, but before that, I used to enjoy the campaigns really much. And then because the Call of Duty ones particularly had some good production value in, didn't they? Was it Kevin Spacey? He was in one of them, I think, from what I can remember. He was like the villain, I think, in one of them, I believe.
Black Ops.
Black Ops, yeah.
I can't remember what it is. I couldn't remember.
Sorry, guys, was a bit distracted with all the stuff. Jesus Christ, a lot of happening here.
So, what about you, Shady?
Yeah, Shady, have you got?
One of my plans is to master the Division 2.
To master it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Are you going to put some serious time in?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to. I love the game. I played Division 1 as well.
This feels different, though, doesn't it? This feels different.
For sure.
It's hard to explain it, but it does feel more polished. It's definitely got a different feel. The aesthetics, the graphics, everything.
Ubisoft learned from the first one. That's one thing for sure. And I like it. I like it a lot, and I want to make many hours in this freaking game. So that's my goal for this year, man. And there might be some other games coming in, but we'll see. This is going to be my main game. Cheers.
Well, I'm splitting my time, so I'll play Division and Destiny. I think they're the two games. I've got to keep up with Destiny. I was planning on retiring it for a little while, but we've had a bit of an influx of quite a few new players. So those guys need people to game with, so I'm going to keep on there.
So what's the new update? Is there a new update coming soon for Destiny?
It's already come out, hasn't it?
Is it already out?
Yeah. The Season of the Drifter is the latest season for Destiny. Destiny split into seasons now, so they'll bring out a season of content. And that season will have updates that it's available for all players throughout the game.
Is this 4 seasons a year? Or
it has been, but there hasn't been enough seasons to say that it's 4 seasons a year.
Okay.
Right.
This is because last year was slightly different. This year is a bit different again because of the annual pass. There's 3 content drops with the annual pass. The first one was the Black Armory, and that was pretty average. It didn't really add anything new other than something called a Weapons Forge, where you fight waves of ads, charge up a Weapons Forge, grind. It wasn't very imaginative. It was fun, but not much else to it, you know. Bungie decided to move away from campaign-based story missions and things like that. So a lot of the story, which was their strong point, is now in the game in the form of things that you collect or weapons that you pick up, rather than cutscenes and campaigns that would progress a story. The new season, though, my expectations were pretty low, just based on the past one. You know, I'll still play the content and I'll still enjoy it. However, I've been pleasantly surprised. The new stuff is a lot of fun. It's based around a character in the game and the game mode of Gambit. So for those that haven't played Destiny Gambit, it's a PvE, PvP mode.
All right.
So there's two teams of 4. You go into separate arenas, and the idea is you kill ads. They drop these sort of tokens. You bank those tokens in a central point, and once you've banked enough, a boss will spawn. the first team to kill the boss in each of their arenas wins the round.
That's interesting.
What you can do at certain points throughout the game, though, is one player can invade the other team's arena through a portal.
Ooh.
So you can kill people who are carrying tokens. You can only carry 15 at the most at a time. You kill them, they drop all their tokens, and you can disrupt their progress. If they've got their boss up, for every kill that you get when you invade, you heal their boss a little bit.
Jesus.
I've got a question. Does this become a little bit toxic where it just ends up being a game of people trying to stop the other people to tokens and not actually trying to collect the tokens?
You can only invade at certain points. So it's not the portal opens once you hit certain levels. So you couldn't just continuously keep going through the enemies and trolling them.
So that stops the toxicness.
Yeah. And you only get, I think, 20 or 30 seconds for each invasion. So the player's only there. So that was the original Gambit when it launched, which was a lot of fun. And they and it's good. And all the time, what you're doing is whenever you bank your tokens, you spawn what's called a blocker on the other team. So for 5, you would send a small blocker, which would be a small level enemy. 10 is a medium, and 15 is a large. While that blocker is alive, the other team can't bank their tokens.
Right.
So you would send a large blocker. All of the other team are probably running around carrying tokens, and then you'd send your invader across through the portal to kill them all, to make them lose their tokens and stuff like that. So there's a lot of tactics involved. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And it's good for people who are good at PvP. But if you don't like PvP, it is a PvE activity because you are killing AI ads and things like that. Now,
great.
The criticism that everybody had was that the games went on for so long. There was 3 rounds, and it became one team wins, and then there's a catch-up mechanic for the second round for the losing team to give them a little bit of a buff. So you would always go to 3 rounds, and then you do the third round, and it just became 25 minutes per match, 30 minutes per match, sometimes depending on how long it went on, And so what they did is, with the new update, they introduced something called Gambit Prime, which is 1 round. You have to bank more motes. You get more invasion opportunities. The ads are a lot more difficult. So you are, and it's your level makes a difference. So your higher your level, the easier you're going to get the game. And now each player has a role. So you have a collector, a reaper who can kill lots of ads. You have an invader. So each role gets its own armor set, who can then get bonuses for that game mode.
Is it something like like you have in Division, the specialist, but then in their own Destiny way?
Yeah. So in the Division, you had I can't remember what you call them, but you had like the Nomad armor set,
exactly,
and the Striker armor set, which allowed. And this is a similar sort of thing that it's a Destiny tipping the toe in. It's pretty basic, but it's them dipping the toe in.
But
good. They made some big updates, and to be honest, it's been quite well received. Certainly within the group, it has.
I can imagine. Unfortunately, I can't.
It's a lot of fun.
It's good.
Yeah, you've got to have Forsaken expansion to be able to play Gambit.
Sticking on Destiny 2, I spoke a little bit with you about this, but I'm just gonna read this from the site. It's on the mcvuk.com. A lawsuit claims Activision made eerily false and leading statements lead up to Bungie's split. And it just goes on to say basically Bungie split with Activision Blizzard in January, 8 years into a 10-year partnership. The separation saw Bungie assume full publishing rights and responsibilities for the Destiny franchise, while Activision will increase its focus on owned IP and other projects. Recent SEC filing covering 12-month up to intimidated the company earned $164 million as a result.
It's not
in
riveting
the
stuff, is it?
Mutually agreed separation. So
That's
Bear-
a lot of money.
Yeah,
bear
that's
in mind, Activision and Blizzard have worked together for a long time on Destiny. Now they're splitting. What do you think, as a Destiny player, that is to come for Destiny 2 or Destiny 3 for that matter? Do you think it's just going to go downhill,
It's
or
no. There's a lot of people think that it's a good thing. Activision put a lot of pressure on Destiny to be, Bungie
Bungie.
to release content.
Yeah.
So they had to meet certain requirements in terms of delivering content at certain intervals, which could have cut that some of the releases weren't as fleshed out and as substantial as perhaps it should have been. But they made a lot of money. Bungie made a lot of money. Activision made a lot of money.
yeah,
There is content that which is already being developed by Activision owned studio.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's still to come. So we're not going to really know what the future is until we see the first Bungie owned content development, I
Yeah.
guess.
great.
So we get
Exciting, though.
we get the new content, I think, in August, July or August, and that'll be by a studio called Vicarious Visions, who delivered, I think, Curse of the Warmind or the Warmind DLC, which was quite good.
Okay.
And that'll be the last of the Activision stuff. Following that, it's going to be Bungie. A lot of people seem to think Bungie will move towards making Destiny a live game, a bit like
what about
WoW.
what about Destiny 3? Because obviously Activision is a lot bigger than Bungie, got a lot more money to work on it.
Results, yeah.
Do you
Bungie have just been given an investment of $100 million.
yeah, but do you think that they would be able to work on Destiny 3 as good as 1 and 2 without Activision?
Yes. Bungie got a good track record. They produced Halo without any publishing support. I know it was Microsoft at the time, but Bungie developed that game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, Halo was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Neville, stay awake.
Yeah. Neville, is there any games this year that you think are going to come out that you're excited for?
There's one game. Don't know if anybody's ever heard of it. It's called The Last of Us 2.
No,
what's it about?
What is it?
How does it go?
I think everybody knows the storyline. Wait a minute, my chairs. I have to put my chair back up. It's better. Bloody hell. Shady, what games are you looking forward to, mate?
It's already there, man. But I don't think it's Last of Us 2.
No, the game, just The Last of Us 2. Once that's released, and I'll be like, I hope you can get it at midnight. Remember when you could queue up at game shops at midnight?
Yeah.
And they had I love stuff like that.
I always enjoy that. I've got a PlayStation 3 on its release midnight from Game in Durham.
Yeah.
I turned up there. It's exciting stuff. It is. And
Well,
I was a grown man at the time, and I was still
But they did it at
really like a kid.
They did it with one of the Call of Duties in like Carlisle, and I went with the boy, and everyone was dressed up like the staff lot were dressed up in army gear and stuff, and
Phantom's glass looked massive there. Did you see? I just seen him about three. Looked like
wow.
Definitely not a Carling glass.
And the staff were all dressed up in army gear. All the shop was done out in like camouflage. Couldn't find the shop when I went past it because it was all like camouflaged. And so there was there was merchandise and all that as well. So obviously like they were trying to sell stuff at the same time as the game, but it was absolutely brilliant. Everyone was like, buzzing and stuff and chatting to different people. But no,
I'm just saying, Neville's failing at his challenge at not using the letter S.
Dang it.
God dang.
God
the
dang it.
The Last of Us is is unbelievable. I'm pretty hyped for that.
Oh, I'm very
can't wait.
very
It's a
hyped.
good
Can't
game.
wait. I still don't know a lot about it, do we? That's the thing.
No,
It's still being kept under wraps in terms of the storyline and the premise of it.
Even the online features. I mean, I got really into the online features. I was on that for years, wasn't I?
That was brutal. The online
snapping people's necks and everything.
It was really brutal.
I'm just really really hoping they don't ruin it, because I've really really loved and enjoyed The Last of Us. If for somehow they managed to ruin the game, I would be so heartbroken. I'd be destroyed.
No, it's Naughty Dog. It's Naughty Dog.
I know.
Oh, the masters at the craft.
They are pretty good.
They are.
Have they released a disappointing game? I'm trying to think. I can't think of one off the top of my head, to be honest.
No.
What? Who done Watch Dogs?
That
Ubisoft.
was
Ubisoft. Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Who did Drake Uncharted?
Naughty Dog.
Enough said.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Enough said. The Drake's games were absolutely phenomenal, weren't they? They played. Each chapter went in was seamless. You were playing it, and you could play it from start to finish without any loading screens. That's what it felt like. You could just go through seamlessly. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I've actually got that trilogy on the PS4 now. I got it I think last year. Something that I want to play it all through them. You know what I mean? So I'll probably start playing that soon.
Was it Ubisoft or Naughty Dog that done Just Cause?
No, don't know.
Google it.
We'll have to. We should know.
Yeah, I know for my two games that I'm looking for is obviously The Last of Us and the Subnautica that's out now, Sub-Zero. I got it on the release date, and bear in mind it's in beta. You could only go like 2 hours into the game. When you get 2 hours worth into the game, it kind of pops up a message saying, beware, if you play any more, you're gonna like come into loads of bugs, your game ain't gonna run properly, that kind of stuff. I was already getting messages, like you get like messages for obviously telling you what to do, and it speaks over it for it, but instead it was coming up as subtitles and you weren't getting no voice of where they haven't completed that yet. And I had to play the 2 hours because I really enjoyed it. I had to put the game down. I was like, right, I'm not going to touch this game for a couple months because I want more content. I don't want to keep playing it for 2 hours. Really, really excited for Sub-Zero 2. Did you guys play the first one, Subnautica?
No, I've seen some videos, but I'm curious though.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation. First one.
It is, yeah. It's it reminded me of, is it like No Man's Sky but underwater?
Okay.
Is it? I don't know. I'm asking. I hope it's better than that.
I don't remember No Man's Sky. To be fair, I don't remember it.
No.
It's all right. You're not missing out.
We talked about it. We talked about it in the last podcast.
Just to say, guys, the game you're on about, the developers was Avalanche,
and there was a publisher.
Yeah.
It was Eidos, wasn't it? Who did
Eidos, Avalanche.
They did the original Tomb Raiders. Yeah.
Yes.
Fair enough. That's Just Cause, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it garbage? It was garbage, wasn't it?
I think they weren't very good. We might have.
I get mixed up between Just Cause and Far Cry. I think I wasn't a fan of either of those.
I think
Just Cause.
It's a good game.
I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember people saying the last Just Cause too bad. Just Cause 4 wasn't too bad.
I want to bring out a game just because.
Yeah.
Just cause. I didn't like it just cause.
Just because. What's new in the Hive then? We've lots of new members joined, haven't we?
We have. We've had a few new people join the GHDL as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've seen there's a lot of activity. The Division is winning in the activity stakes, I think, in terms of the games.
Sounds about right. It's always like that.
Update stuff.
Yes,
Mm,
yes.
So,
How are we
Well, the-
doing, Dash, on the current challenge?
The Destiny challenge has been live for 10 days. I think it's got 10 or 11 days left to run.
Who's at the top at the moment?
I think that we're probably looking at Junus is currently winning it.
Ooh.
I'm just having a look at some of his stats here.
So
He's the only person who's been able to do the Nightfall challenge, the high score Nightfall challenge. He's the only person so far who's been able to do that. And his PvP match, he killed 36 opponents with a KDA of 7.2.
nice.
Decent.
Yes.
Awesome.
Destiny.
Isn't there someone here as well, out of the four of us, who didn't do the last challenge?
Yes. I think there might be 2 people here who didn't do the last challenge.
Ooh.
Sorry, I fell asleep there. What was that?
I'm pretty sure in the last podcast they were like, "Oh yeah, we've got 24 hours left. We'll do it."
Yeah,
I couldn't make it. I couldn't
Yeah.
make it.
I think there needs to be a forfeit if they don't do this challenge.
Oh fuck.
I mean, I managed to get mine in the extended time that Dash nicely gave.
Let's decide this now. So if there isn't a Destiny submission by these 2 jokers on the podcast here, then we need some form of forfeit. What could it be?
How many days do we get to do the challenges?
You've got till the 22nd or the 23rd of March.
So you've got at least 8 days.
Fuck.
I've heard that was going to be a lot of power cuts in Cumbria around them 8 days.
To be honest, I've been playing Destiny 2 though, but
let's get this challenge done at the weekend. I think I'm in Carlisle, I believe, aren't I, this weekend? It's a perfect opportunity to score a bit of Destiny time while I'm away.
You can do it for us.
Hey.
No cheating.
So
Shady, you've got no excuse.
if we're talking about forfeits, I think
Shady.
I think they should shave their eyebrows off if they don't do this challenge.
No, that's cruel.
I'll do it. No problem.
I was gonna say I think the community should decide, but Dash, that's. Ooh.
I'll just put fake ones on. But yeah,
Do you know that's part of it? You have to shave them off, and I'll have to draw fake ones. I'll send you a drawing of what they should look like.
fine. I'll do it.
We'll see if we can get Joyce in to make sure that rules get enforced as well.
Yeah.
She probably want to do it. Yes.
There's no excuse, guys. There's 5 activities. There's a PvE activity. There's a PvP activity if you only want to do the PvP stuff.
I can't find my Destiny disc.
Bullshit. I've played some Destiny, but
I'll download it on my account when I come over.
It's hard, man. It's pretty hard. I'll find it.
There's lots of opportunities, but let's give you a little bit of a roll of honour so far of the people that have submitted.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Fats Tubman, he was in. He was first one in. Night of Madness has put one in. I think he might have. I'm trying to think of a polite way to say this. Shot his whack too early with his speedrun submission.
Oh, you shouldn't whack it. Oh, you shouldn't do that too early.
You shouldn't. Mushroom God's in. He's been hitting it hard. As Mushroom. Android Chaos is basically schooled everybody in how to do PvP challenge.
I've got a PvP.
Dash Render has put 1, 2, 3 submissions in so far. Junus has put 1, 2, 3, and D Samurai has he's put his submission in as well. So there's still time left.
Yep.
Destiny Batty Boys.
The current leader on the speedrun challenge. Let's see who that is. Let's have a look. I can't pronounce the name. Dash Render is the current leader on the speed challenge.
Fix.
Fix.
With fellow Hive members as well, we made it a full Hive.
Shady, where's your beautiful face gone?
He's loading. Hey, there we go.
Jesus Christ!
What,
I went
mighty
okay.
big hands you've got.
It was. I think he was checking to see if he's got a razor for those eyebrows.
Fucking hell.
Well, we've said it live on air now, so I think that means that it's going to have to happen if there's no submission this time.
And
I look forward to the next podcast with you too.
I think they should do it on the podcast.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
They should do it on the podcast.
Oh shit!
Well, we're talking with a Bic razor as well. It's got to look clean. Do you know what I mean? No,
Yeah.
With a what razor?
A Bic.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought you said something else.
Not a dick razor.
Oh my God!
I'd do a lady shave.
Ooh,
Yeah,
could you imagine getting waxed off?
I don't want to reveal the who's topping it at the minute because of we've still got the event to go.
Yeah.
I want people to be able to catch up and things like that. But
In other
we've had
words, come on,
we had
members, get your submissions in.
there's not long left. Only
I'll
10
do it
days.
as well.
We've got we had a surprise event as well, didn't we? On the last one, where you had to take your picture, didn't you? And we had quite a good, and I think Mushroom, Kamikaze, and who else was picked out for that one? I can't remember. They won the points on that. They got the points for submitting there. Oh, Skwatinnevil, that was the other one. It was rigged.
Bravo!
But we've had quite a few more people register for the event as well,
Yeah.
which is good. Excellent.
Yeah, it's good. It's really
So
good.
we've got we've got a few more registrations that the man Shady needs to update on the league on the league.
Talking of which, if you guys want to see the league points and month, if you head over to our website, Shady has done a nice presentation of all the points on there, so you can check out.
Thank you.
They're not updated as you submit them because they have to be manually done, but they will be done as and when we can.
This weekend, yeah.
Check these brows out. Check these brows out.
They will be gone.
I was gonna say, you get used to them, Neville. You get used to them. They're gonna be gone soon.
Can we not just put stripes in them?
No.
They're not gonna make you go faster, mate.
I think we've got as the other community news, we've got a clan battle coming up. I believe. I don't know the full date. Hopefully, somebody's.
It's this weekend. I actually just got it up to read it. So this is from Jitters. He said this Saturday, March the 16th. Yeah, sorry, Mr. This Saturday, March the 16th. We will be having our first Black Ops 4 clan battle against the Obscene clan. Thanks to Abbas Khan for finding the leader and passing on his information. Time will be posted in the announcement link to the stream where you can come stop by for our Hive North American competitive. The current lineup is Twinkie Boy 10, Angry Scotsman. I'm gonna screw this name up. Abutista 2.
Sound about right.
There's Clan and obviously Mr. Jitters
itself. Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Do the Gamer Hive proud.
We have high expectations. What do you think, though, makes that other clan obscene? That's what I want to know.
Yep.
Obscene?
Yeah. That's what they're called. Why?
The Obscene clan.
Ooh.
Do they game nude?
They all missing some eyebrows, maybe.
It'd be very interesting. I'd be watching the stream and egging our team.
What do you think of Call of Duty currently, though, guys? Talking of keeping it in community relevancy and things like that. The channel's picked up a little bit. There's more chatter in there. There's a lot of banter going backwards and forwards between members, between Adam and has done a 1v1 against Abbas, I think,
Oh, really?
aka Mad Scientist.
I don't know.
Or did a quickscoping thing.
Yeah, I think he got beat, didn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah, I believe
But
so.
no, it's
yeah.
good to see. It's good to see.
Yeah,
it's good.
the game kind of went down a little bit when Apex come out, didn't it? But now Apex is like the hype is kind of gone away now. It's picking up again, which is.
We've been talking through some early ideas, and I guess I can share some of the discussions now. You guys might not have followed them because you don't pay as much attention to people as what I do. But
is that throwing shade?
We're looking at potentially trying to give a little bit of focus to Call of Duty in April.
All right.
So one of the ideas that I was talking to Jitters about was a private match, founders and leaders versus members, and broadcast it, which sounds like it could be a lot of fun. I'm hoping we can bring back Silent Hello as one of the channel leaders, one of the managers for that particular game. That would be
hell of a man. Hell of a man.
But no, so we could be either getting seriously embarrassed, or we could be reigning supreme as COD beasts.
Yeah.
So we have to decide
so much
whether it's going to be Black Ops or is it going to be World War II, or is it going to be Modern Warfare.
Can I make a suggestion? Can it be the remaster?
Yeah, go on.
Can it be the remastered version because it's free on this month's
Good idea.
PlayStation Plus, and that means I don't have to buy it and I can join in.
Sounds good.
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll do a couple, but I think it's just a nice idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Founders and managers versus members. I think it's good for the.
Oh yeah.
For the team spirit.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it also shows the community that the managers and founders get, call into what they do as well. Like we don't just play games with ourselves and ignore the rest of the members. We actually join in with them.
Yeah. It's worth knowing. Actually, I make jokes about this, but we might not be always writing posts in the Discord, but I think most of us read everything that goes on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, for sure.
And I try to respond when I can. It's just sometimes chats move pretty fast if you don't stop to look around once in a while.
And we do some other stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly. Always working behind the scenes.
Always.
Exactly. Well, not always, but many times.
Yeah.
I am always working.
Yeah, always working. That's very true.
Always. I'm always working. But no, have we got any? Do we need to? Have we got any members that we want to highlight? I don't know.
Oh, actually, it's good to you say that. I was just bringing up a second ago the featured member. March, the first featured member.
Excellent.
Which is Kamikaze Cannibal.
I love this one. Yeah. Did you check out his picture?
Yeah, so there's a lovely picture.
Gangster. Check that out, man.
Oh yes.
There's been some lovely memes made, but we'll get onto that. Let's hold off on them.
I thought Kamikaze, until I thought the guy was just a youngster. I thought he was like in his late teens or early 20s.
Yeah.
Nope.
I realised the guy's old enough to be my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're 21, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Kamikaze, if you're listening.
I'm gonna read a little bit from his featured member thing. I do think there's a typo here, but you will see why. It says, "Hello Hypers, a little treat for you. I'm Kamikaze Cannibal. Dark Machine. Oh, so that's for PlayStation, and Dark Machine for Xbox. My real name is Wade. I'm 4 years old." So I think there's a typo there. I'm not sure if that's supposed to say 40.
It's a fork, did you say?
4.
Yeah. 4.
Oh, right. We said a fork.
Sorry, got a bad cough, lol. He goes, originally from Middlesex in London, but now live in Hampshire, UK, 5 minutes from the beach. It's great in the summertime, but so cold in winter. also beautiful at night. My first computer was an Amstrad CPC 464, which I used to play for hours, but once the game had taken 30 minutes to load via a tape. After that, I have had various consoles from Dreamcast to Mega Drive. Joined the Gamer Hive.
Yes, what a man.
He joined the Gamer Hive over a year ago and love it here.
Mega.
It's like my second family. I am the Destiny manager and really enjoy the role, although the game has slowed a bit. It will come back with a hell yeah. And I'll leave you guys to read the rest of it.
He was one of the first, wasn't he, Kamikaze? He's one of the first, wasn't he, Kamikaze?
Yes, that's right.
Yep. Correct.
I'll leave our viewers to read the rest of it, either.
He's on Destiny a lot. I game with Kamikaze probably more than anybody at the minute because we tend to sort of have the same schedule. We both sort of seem to log on once we've sent our wives to bed. No, once they've allowed us to be on the computer, we tend to switch. That's the way it works.
Sounds more right.
I'm blessed then.
No, but it's good. There's
Oh, just you wait, Shady.
Yeah, there's lots of I can't believe that. Yeah, Shady's looked out in that department. My missus doesn't even know how to turn the PlayStation on. You know what I mean?
They recognise the beep noise, though, don't they?
I do. I've turned that beep off, so I can put it on in a night time.
Wait, can you do that?
You can, because sometimes Lisa falls asleep while she's watching TV. So I sort of glance out the side of me, corner of my eye, and I wait for that sign that she might just have nodded off.
Yeah.
And the beep is at such a pitch it would always instantly wake her up.
Wake her up, yeah.
I've just got a question on from the pro player on Discord.
Yep.
It says, Skwatinnevil, what's your favourite game of all time on any console? Oh, well, you know what's going to be, don't you?
Pac-Man.
Is it Mr. Puniverse?
It can't be a game that hasn't come out yet.
Mr. Puniverse. That's what it is. It's Mr. Puniverse.
I think the one that's stuck in my head is The Last of Us.
Do you know what I thought you were going to say? The Last Ninja.
I was going to say The Last Ninja, but The Last of Us come out my mouth. Right, yeah. The Last Ninja on the Commodore 64 and The Last of Us.
It's so difficult, isn't it? I don't think I could pin mine down to one. We did put this in the chat, in the Discord chat. We were asking people to put their top 5 all time, and it was so difficult because there's always a game you think, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one.
Yes,
but
it's how do you rate it? Do you rate it as in it's a good game that you thoroughly enjoyed it when you played? A good game as in like the story driven on it was just the best you've had, or like then you got like the performance and the quality. Like,
no, you're right. Destiny for me is number one for the social aspect because I've made so many friends playing Destiny.
Yeah.
From all over the world. There isn't many games like that. Knights of the Old Republic, from a story point of view, as a Star Wars fan, those games were absolutely amazing.
Sorry.
The Last of Us was a game which is one of the few games that makes you have an emotional reaction to how the story progresses.
I agree.
I literally played that game, and when that scene come on at the start, I was looking over to Sharon, and I just had to put the game down. I just put the controller down. I had to walk out the room.
It was totally unexpected.
Yes, definitely. I wasn't expecting to even shout, "You all right?" Even Nev's Wonder Woman, everybody, said like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah," it just gets to me. Obviously, with having daughters myself, and you know what I mean. But anyway, brilliant game, absolutely legend game.
Nice one, pro player. Nice to have a bit of interactivity from the community.
We've got another question off Night of Madness. Assassin's Creed versus Prince of Persia, which is better?
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. Prince of Persia for the Commodore Amiga was brilliant, wasn't it? The original sort of basic graphics, but it was at the time it was well ahead of its
the motion of the character
rivals.
and everything.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed it's a game that's improved. The first one that came out, the story was it was horrendous. It was pretty poorly driven, I found, and it was quite boring. Have you ever seen The Matrix 2 or The Matrix 3, where he starts talking to the architect? And it goes on for about 20 minutes, and it's all this technical speak, and that reminds me of Assassin's Creed. But then they brought out Assassin's Creed 2, which is, again, you have an emotional reaction to how that story plays out at the beginning when the main character's dad gets hung. And then Black Flag, which was pirates, and that's ship warfare. Unbelievable. Loved Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Black Flag was really good, but it was very weird it was like, here's a line of Assassin's Creed, and then Black Flag went like that.
It was
a really good game. It was just so weird to how the story was running.
It was a bit bizarre, because I think the premise was the character was working for a games developer, wasn't he? They were developing some sort of game, pirate game. But the latest one, Odyssey, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I've played 50 hours on that, and I don't game a lot, and I didn't touch Destiny for ages because of that game.
You didn't what?
I didn't
touch my Destiny.
You didn't what? Well, we've got a question here as well off Killer Aid. Is it Killer Aid?
Killer
Aid. Shady, first-person shooter or third-person shooter? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, tough question.
He's basically saying, do you like The Division or do you like COD? That's essentially what he's saying there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Killer Idol, that's savage.
That's brutal, man. I guess I'll go for the third-person shooter.
I prefer first-person, like.
I mean, it depends on the game as well, though.
Yeah.
It does depend on the game.
You'd miss out a lot of the aesthetics if it was first person, I think, on The Division.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at sort of planning your engagements, third person makes things just a little easier and things like that.
I suppose
a lot of PvP players.
Choice.
That would be a good idea, actually, having a choice to play.
Yeah.
Well, like in PUBG, where it's first and first.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That.
The thing is, it's
from
like,
a development point of view, how difficult that is.
If you played Call of Duty third person, I think that would be really, really weird. But then if you got something like Last of Us, which is third person game, it would be it works. If you put that as first person, I don't think you would enjoy it as much. So it all depends on the game and the game. But I think my personal answer would be third person anyway. Being a Fortnite player, third person.
But I've done a lot of hours on, so
yeah,
it's kind of hard. But for now, I'm choosing third person.
Adam's asked, do you think Adam is the best camper trash talker on NVIR God? Do you think I have contributed enough?
Somebody explain this to me. I've seen this and I've not had a chance to respond. What is he on about?
You're talking about the NVIR?
I can say for certain, no, Adam is the best trash talker.
Sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. I've watched him on stream a couple of times as well. He's a good trash talker. Do you think I've contributed enough? No. The answer to that one. But what's NVIR, God? What is that? Is that a gun on Call of Duty?
It's a scope. It's a scope where everything is green and you see the enemies orange, reddish.
Right.
Oh, you learn something every day.
It's the easy button. Is that what you're saying?
No, wow. I'm not want to say it.
Adam's pressing the easy button.
Yeah.
It sounds like a coward's weapon to me. It sounds like a coward's weapon. Is this?
I'm not going to respond on this.
I think it is. I think that sounds like it belongs to a coward's weapon.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Do you use that scope like day, Shady? Is that one of your?
I've
your
done.
scope?
I've done this on a Titan. Yeah, pretty sure I did.
So we got one from Mr. Jitters here. Mr. Jitters.
Yeah, it's Mr. Jitters.
Favorite movies growing up or recommendations for current ones? Goals on Growing the Hive. And I can't read that because it's.
Oh Jesus!
This is heavy shit.
Say that one more time.
Favorite movies growing up or recommendations for current movies? What that we'll deal with that first, okay?
Yeah.
Mine. Growing up, it's probably going to be movies like The Lost Boys, Goonies, Stand By Me. Will always have a special place in my all-time favorites. But as a younger person, it would have been The Lost Boys or Goonies or something like that for definite.
Do you know the movies Cube?
Who?
Cube.
Cube.
Yeah, Cube. Yeah, it's like a horror movie where you're landed in some sort of cube and it kills everyone in it. It's it's a very bloody great movie series.
You watched that when you were children?
Oh yeah, yes, man.
Oh,
I'm a killer.
Do you know the first movie I ever watched, actually? The first ever movie I watched, I think I was 7 or 8, was Alien. And do you know the scene where the alien bursts out the guy's chest when he's eating spaghetti or something like that?
Yeah.
Do you know, that traumatized me for life. But that was the first ever. It was on VHS. And we went to meet Uncle George's because he was the...
What's VHS?
You come on, get out of town.
Of course I know what it is. Of course I know.
Is that VHS big box videos?
Went to a top loader, and he was the only person in our family that had a VHS player. So we all went round to watch, and we watched Alien and Kung Fu with David Carradine. What a combination of movies that was.
But there was a second part of the question, though, please.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Yes, it's well, he's put goals on Growing the Hive, but we're talking bits about that as we go along. But the last question was, what would be your last meal?
Ooh.
Could that be a Chinese?
Oh, yeah, I was just about to say Chinese.
Yeah.
Don't say Chinese. You guys in England don't know Chinese. Yeah.
I've translated your menu that you've sent me, and it's exactly the same.
No, it's not.
Mine has a number 17, yours has a number 17. Mine has a number 35, and yours has a number 35.
But for me, salt and pepper chicken from the Chinese. Salt and pepper chicken.
Come on, man.
I just never order a number 2.
You always get one later. Mine would be
Burning one, yeah.
pizza. I've got a hard spot for pizza.
I gotta say burritos.
Now you're talking.
I have those burritos when Killer, Candy, and me were over on England.
Oh, from we went to the that Mexican, didn't we? Yes.
Oh, it was lovely. It was lovely.
Nice. I forgot about that.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Can we just talk a little bit though on Mr. Jitters' goals on Growing the Hive? I think this is quite a difficult topic because we probably all have different views and ideas on, and some of them get expressed in the Discord on what we should do. But I think the goal mainly is we want to recruit heavily, but we want to recruit the right sort of people. We don't want to just recruit a load of numbers in and hope that one or two will stick. We would like to reach out and try to get members that are going to contribute and be part of the community.
Like the ones we already have.
And I think, how do we do that? I think if we keep doing events, clan battles is a good way.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more promotion on our Twitch, if we can ever get the public thing to work.
Yeah, I'm freaking sorry about this, man. Jesus.
That's fine.
We'll don't worry. We'll deal with your punishments after the podcast. I've got cramp in my leg.
You're not locking in the cupboard again, are you?
I've got cramp.
The most common issue I've seen with recruitment is, like, especially with the PC server, is you can recruit people that say, yeah, I want to join a community, I want to meet new people in games. but then they come in and they would never type a message saying who wants to play this, and it's like,
We
well,
have we
why?
have quite a lot of those, man.
Yeah,
And,
why say that you want to do that, but you never send a message?
this might be a good way to invite those people who are in our community and maybe a little bit shy or just don't know what to say, but just give us a hey, and everything will sort out, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't be shy. We're not biting. We're kind people, I guess.
Join in the
Yes.
random chats in the Discord.
The league was an idea to bring new people
Exactly.
in, wasn't it? We want to engage with a few more games. We've addressed our Discord server, haven't we, to make it more user friendly to people. We want to put on. I think we used to do. Do you remember we used to do Game of the Month and things like that?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go back to trying to do some sort of focus where we look at a particular game and try to get people playing that game, teaming up, and see what we can do in terms of recruitment and things.
I think we kind of do this on the league.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things, as I speak for myself, want to try to involve more platforms. As in, we've created some Facebook groups, and I guess this will be a different way to grow our community. So if you're on Facebook, please search for the Gamer Hive groups. Check our website. We will grow these channels as a sort side of our Discord, I guess.
Definitely.
And as well as that, we're really lovely people, and we're not crazy at all.
No.
Yeah, I think people have commented that, haven't we? That we try to make everybody feel welcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
don't forget, you can also send us a private message with new ideas you want to see changed in the Discord, and we'll look at if we can do it.
Excellent. Oh, we've got a question here off King Kamikaze.
Oh,
right. Are you ready, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Lol.
I say the egg because it would have had to come from evolution. So a bird at some point years ago that wasn't a chicken laid that egg, through evolution turned it into.
That answers the question then.
I'll go to the burger van in the morning and I'll ask for an egg sandwich and a chicken burger, and then I'll post my answer of what comes first.
That's brilliant.
That's brilliant.
Actually brilliant.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Oh.
Right,
so that's the last of the question for today.
Yep. I'm gonna go on to one last thing. I did say I was gonna come back to this, and then Abbas Khan, very nicely, as some of you may have seen, done some memes. We asked for some memes in the last podcast, and he delivered.
He delivered for sure.
He worked all day on sourcing photos from all three of you, and tried
it's
to
amazing considering I'm not even on Facebook.
Yeah.
We find something.
And he come up with some brilliant memes, like this one.
I think Nev
Shady
was to blame.
Who's that? Who the hell is that?
Youngster there.
This lovely one of Shady, which says
he's 12 in that picture, though, were you?
12, he looks 9.
Yeah.
It says on it, when you shave your beard and start looking like a 10-year-old.
No bump off inside.
We've also got Night of Madness as well. Not focusing that well.
I do that one.
I like the next one already.
Oh, this one's just tasty.
Check that shirt out, like.
You should wear it on the next podcast, though.
That's a good idea.
There's that one twice. I prefer the second one, to be fair. Which says that moment when the waiter finally brings.
I didn't know these were put on.
Can we do like
Like a
in the
what?
final-
Sorry, you went quiet for a second.
something like a overlay
Flies.
stuff?
Oh yeah. I can put them over. Yeah. And then we have obviously Shady as a Superman.
Look at them two hunks.
Shady. Wait up.
Sorry, Neville.
Did you have to zip me up, or did I have to zip you up? I can't remember now.
I had to zip you up, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's what you told me I had to do.
From behind. Yeah, I think I remember it. in the bathroom.
And then this is gonna be the last one I show. But if you want to see them, they're all in Discord somewhere. I'm hoping to get them up on the Reddit as well, so you can see them on the Reddit. But this one's just brilliant.
What? I haven't
Yes.
seen this.
Kamikaze saying,
I just wanna
"Kamikaze's head is brighter than my future."
Yeah. I just want to lick me tongue from his chin all around his head, right to the other side of his chin. I bet it's smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Man.
That's priceless. But yeah, they're in a Discord somewhere, and I'm gonna hopefully get them up on the Reddit soon, so you guys can see them and make your
Great
comments
job.
on them. I will link the link to those memes on our Reddit in the description. On the
Awesome. Well,
that's it for me.
I think that's
Yeah.
it. Let me just have a look, see if we missed anybody. We haven't missed anything, have we? Nice. Thanks for the questions from the community. That was
good.
nice. We'll
yeah, pretty good.
do that.
The only thing I have left on our notes is what's next. So what are our viewers expecting to
Ooh.
do weeks / the next podcast?
New Gamer Hive, Gamer League event teaser, I guess.
Yep, for sure.
But we're going to try to squeeze out a bonus event for the end of this month as well. So people need to be ready for that, because that will be a flash event. So people need to be in it to win it.
Is this a NSFW flash event?
No, this will be a gaming flash event as well.
Yeah.
I think another quiz night's on the cards as well.
Awesome.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, do you know what's
And-
annoying about the quiz night? Every time it happens, I'm away.
I have that same thing.
Yeah.
We'll try and organise it so everybody can take part.
Yeah.
Work around people. And,
No worries.
am I assuming that we're going to have a guest?
Oh yeah,
On the
Yeah.
next
We're going to have a
episode.
guest in
Yeah.
the podcast?
we're going to test. We're going to test Discord
Mhm.
because I know we've had some issues with connectivity and things like that
Yeah.
tonight. So let's test Discord, and hopefully we'll bring on a guest.
Yep.
For the next episode, that would be good.
That's
Even
good.
if it's only for part of it, maybe, I don't know. Or they can hang around. I don't know. Let's see how it works.
What are you doing with that? What are you doing that big razor? No, you're not shaving them on now. I've got to do this challenge first. Put it away.
You won't need it because you will do the challenge. Both of you.
I will.
You've been warned.
I will install it again. I've deleted Destiny for the Division.
Oh.
You've got 2 PlayStations.
Yeah, that's correct. I have
Okay.
500 gigs. I will.
Might be a power cut this weekend.
No, I will do this. I will do this for sure. Looking forward to it, though. Can use some help, by the way.
I just say thank you for everybody for watching. Any
Thanks a lot.
questions you want, just
Down below.
type
Put in the
below
comments.
and put in the comments. Yeah, and thank you for your questions today. And that's goodbye from him.
Has anybody got any plugs first before we do one? Anybody want to their channel, their Twitch channels? I know Shady and Killer Candy are streaming a lot of Division. Do you want to just drop those?
I will share them, man. It's quite easy. It's twitch.tv/ShadiKillerNL. Feel free to drop by. awesome. And also my wife's Twitch channel is Killer Candy TV. Check it out.
If you're in the Discord, do pop over to the streaming channel, which shows
Streaming announcements.
Yeah, streaming announcements shows everyone's channels as well.
Yep.
Dash, have you got a joke before we go?
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't got one prepared.
While you're looking, Dash, I was gonna say something.
Blue and smells like red paint.
What's blue and smells like red paint?
Dodo.
Blue paint. Boom.
Well, that makes sense.
Right, guys.
Are we going to learn some Dutch, by the way?
Oh,
that could be a good stream.
I think we were,
A stream?
A stream / podcast, yeah.
Let's do that on the next episode with our guest.
With a guest, yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Learn Dutch with Shady. That sounds like a good plan.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys for
watching.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out all our links in the description and subscribe.
Yep.
Farewell.
See you later.
Farewell.
Live and prosper. Whatever.